Hello, Kim Townsel here. I'm on my front porch again. It's a little cold to be in shorts and short sleeves, even though it's April here. It's still a glorious day. Today I'm going to talk about that sometimes it's better to have an impact on a few than to make an impression on many. I don't have a lot of subscribers and I don't have a lot of viewers, but I'm used to that because I'm a teacher and I'm used to having between 15 and 30 people in the room. It is my responsibility to make all of us, including myself, have the opportunity to be smarter when we leave than when we arrived. So I'm not really one of those people that has to have a large audience. I rather enjoy the intimacy of a smaller learning community. So having a small viewership or small subscription number is not that big of a deal to me. I have several people in my circle who are just super talented. They're out there doing some great and wonderful things, or they have done some great and wonderful things, and for whatever reason didn't find the big mainstream or widespread audience, or haven't found it yet. I will be talking about a few of those, and we'll put the links to some of their works below, and they will be there unless these people ask me to remove it, which they may very well do. But one is a gentleman I met out in California who is an extraordinarily gifted musician and writer. His name is Ken Bailey, and I don't know if he has his music and things up on YouTube, but he needs to because they're really awesome. And they were super talented, but he had his standards, and they just didn't want to do a lot of things that were required of people to get contracts and things like that back in the day when they were making their music. But they were incredible. They should have been famous, but a lot of people just are not willing to do the things that you are sometimes required to do to be famous, and there's nothing wrong with that. Another person is a friend of mine who is like me. She's an outlier in the world of education. We don't fit because we're not the normal female educators. And she has a goal for going to world competitions for, I'm going to say it wrong, for bodybuilding or figure competitions. And she's recording that on YouTube. It holds us accountable when we do things like that. A lot of people don't understand, why do you want to put all of your successes and failures out there? You're narcissistic to be putting things like that out there about yourself. But some of us, our body is our medium. Some people paint, some people draw, some people crochet, some people decorate their homes, and that is their medium for self-expression. And Brandy and I, part of ours is using our bodies, and she's recording hers. It holds us accountable, and she's sharing. I'm learning a lot from watching her channel. Another one is a very intelligent young lady who also is physically fit, super smart, super talented, blends very well in the world of art and physical fitness and tactical training, and her name is Sonia. She and a friend of hers have a channel called Modern Athenas, where they are reviewing books and interviewing women of power and substance, and people who are making an impact, and women who are making just a big impact around the world. It is definitely worth the listen. I love listening to their podcast every week while I'm grooming and doing my chores and things like that. I'm always smarter when those podcasts are over. Thank you, ladies, very much. Sonia's spouse, Jordan, has over 37,000 subscribers. He has a video that has, I think, over 400,000 views. And he was still criticized by someone recently by saying, well, so-and-so has 3 million subscribers. So it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you land. People are going to compare you to the next level. So there's always that. What is with that? I have tons of teacher friends who are not famous. No one even knows their names other than the students who are in their room. They don't post things on Facebook. They're not written about in the newspapers. They're not winning national awards. They're very quietly, very silently doing their thing and making an impact on hundreds and thousands of young people's lives. And they're not getting near the recognition that that they're due, but they're still making an impact on these people's lives. Then one of my favorite bands ever is, or was, I should say, is Dangerous New Machines. Is headed by a man named Eric Rogers, who is the lead singer for a band called Stereo Mud. And I believe that Eric has a new project coming out. If I can get the information on that, I'll share it with you. Super talented band. I'm going to link some videos that a super talented producer and director did for them, Haney. So I'll link all that below, and you can watch those for your viewing pleasure. It's extraordinarily talented and just didn't get the wide spread, big broad media that I think that they should have had. And then you even think about like the movie Hacksaw Ridge, where the man saved 75 to 100 people up on that ridge, and he died miles away from me in a nearby community, and I'd never heard of him until that movie came out. There's a lot of people out there who make just a huge impact on other people's lives, and they're never heard of. So it's not a thing that has to be noticed just because you make an impact on somebody's life. Those people know that you're making an impact. Those people know it, and they appreciate it. It doesn't have to be on YouTube. It doesn't have to be on Facebook. It doesn't have to be in the newspaper. Or does anybody check the newspaper anymore? Or it doesn't have to be on the news channels. You keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're probably very, very likely to be making an impact on somebody's lives, and they will appreciate it. Until next time, bye.